All right, back with you today. I got a box of 1991 Fleer. We got 36 packs in this box. You get a logo sticker. I think it's 14 cards. You got your box bottoms on this one, which is pretty cool because this is your pitchers that threw no hitters in 1990. I think there is, what did it say? A total of 9 cards. Plus you get one logo card there. And there are all your pitchers right there. They give you the list of who to look for there. So everybody knows this set as the Yellow Explosion. I believe I've seen them referenced as. And I believe this is also the last year that Fleer ended up doing these wax pack style packs. So that's kind of redundant there. Nothing on the back of those cards. All right. I don't really remember those much, but there you have that. Here are our packs. Like I said, last one. First year of the Provisions. Pretty cool insert set. They had the black border cards. And here we go. Let's take a look. There it is. Your yellow border. You can find these almost in any collection that you might pick up. That's a nice Juan Gonzalez. Start my star stack right there. As always, well, as of late, Lonnie Smith checklist. I should start putting checklists in my star stack. Pete Harnish, good old Comac native. I know I say that all the time when I pull a Pete Harnish. And no, there are your logo stickers. Let's start a logo sticker stack. And there you have it. Pack number 1 in the book. There is your yellow fantastic set. I think as far as rookies in this set, we're only pretty much looking for Luis Gonzalez, maybe. There we go. It's a nice Frank Thomas Hall of Famer. And as always, we got our Hall of Fame stack going on there. Mike Greenwell, Rick Sutcliffe, John Tudor, Kenny Rogers, and you got your Atlanta Braves logo sticker card there. So yeah, you're pretty much just looking for your Provision cards. Black border in this. They did have a white border Provision card, and that was that's a nice Griffey. The white border, I believe, came in the factory sealed set is where you would find your white border. Really not much other than your Provisions in this set, along with Hall of Famers, of course. What was it? I think they, I read somewhere the set was overproduced. Shocking, right? Estimated 3 million copies of this set is what they produced. Look at that little print blemish right there. That's got to be an eBay 101. That's a pretty big error. We could probably get a ton of money for that card right now. Yeah, that is it. This is it. It's a good logo sticker, if I do say so myself. Provisions. So Provisions, there's one. We got one coming up. Provisions were inserted in these as opposed to in 92. They actually made them part of the set. And who do we have? All right, nice. Roger Clemens. These Provisions are great, and they just got better as the years went on as far as what they did. So you got 12. There's no like known odds of how many Provision cards you get per box. I would imagine with the 3 million print run, there's probably a lot out there, or a good amount, I should say. Still a nice little insert set to put together. Sticking a little bit there. This is one of those boxes that I just picked up at a show over this past weekend. Grabbed a total of 9 boxes to add, to open up on the channel here that I did not have. So it's good to know I'll still have more stuff coming up as far as being able to open more. It's a nice Barry Bonds right there. Chris Gwynn. Thought that was Tony Gwynn for a second. And your Chicago White Sox team logo sticker. All right, so none in this. Carlton Fisk. What am I doing? Carlton Fisk. I don't know what I was doing. Definitely belongs in the star pile, but more importantly, belongs in the Hall of Fame pile. Tino Martinez, the Yankee in me wants to put him in there. And your Texas Ranger team logo card. All right. Come on. I'd like to see a Ken Griffey Jr. Provisions would be nice. Rangers, Blue Jays, O's, and Red Sox. Starting the next stack of this box. Wax packs, like I said, there was 36 in this. They also made jumbo boxes, which I believe is 24, along with super jumbo boxes. And I think rack packs also. I think all of those boxes had 24 packs. But I believe you can't get the Provisions out of one of those. I'd be lying if I told you I remember exactly which one it was. And the only reason I say that is because there was the show that I was just at. Somebody had, I want to say it was either the super jumbo or maybe the jumbo. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I remember Paul O'Neill will go there for me. I remember looking it up at the time, just to see what, or looking at the box at the time, and it didn't say anything about Provision. So then that's when I kind of looked it up and I saw that you can't get those, but they did have other inserts, I believe. There he is. There's the Luis Gonzalez rookie. Did I show the back of the card? There's your second photo that they talk about on the pack, which is on the box, which is pretty funny because it's basically the first photo just blown up on Luis Gonzalez. All right, at least Benito Santiago is different. Oh, man, that's funny. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the other box that I was looking at, which either was, like I said, I think it was the Super Jumbo, I want to say. It did not have Provisions, but it had some other kind of insert. It might have been like All-Stars insert, and there we go. We got a Provision in this pack. Oh, look at that. Come on, baby. How sweet is that? That is just, okay, sweet. What is that? That's just a little white. That is cool. I might actually send that in to get graded. Well, that little white there, I'll have to check that out. I'm not sure if that's actually, this corner looks a little dinged also. Maybe not get sent in, but nonetheless, Donnie Baseball, baby. That is a great Provisions to be pulling out of a pack right there. Bo Jackson, I believe, has one as well. That'd be a nice one to pull. And there's your Braves, a sticker card. Sticking, weird how they stick a little bit, but I think it's just how they were cut and then just put right into the packs. It's almost like the edges or the sides. As far as errors, that's the other thing I didn't talk about was errors in this set. I think there's a couple uncorrected errors, so there's nothing really to go after as far as errors in this because they didn't correct them. So you could pretty much, their base card has the error on it and no, not corrected. So you know what I'm trying to say, right? Makes all sense in my head. Nice Yankee logo there. Hopefully it makes sense to you. Uncorrected errors, no errors to really go after. How's that? Ted Powers, Kirk Gibson, let's throw him in there. Matt Young, Greg Maddux. Hall of Fame stack is almost at least one per pack where you can pull a nice Hall of Famer. It's brighter when I'm down here. Ken Caminetti there. Last pack of the first half. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a nice Hall of Famer. So far, first half of the box, we got 2. Let's see what the second half brings us. I was kind of shocked that I didn't have this box. I feel like I see these things everywhere. That I just picked it up over the weekend just now. Kind of amazing to me, but here we go. Halfway through the video, halfway through the box. This is where I thank you all for joining me. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't, please consider doing so. This is what I'm bringing to you on my channel, bringing you the junk wax era, seeing what you can find, what's still out there, what you can pick up for dirt cheap. I think I paid, what, $20 for this box. And to be able to still pull some inserts, some pretty cool inserts there for a lot less than a blaster box nowadays. Definitely get a lot of Hall of Famers. Unfortunately, like I said, not many rookies to go after in this set, but lots of Hall of Famers and the potential of those inserts there. So go check it out. Go pick up a box and see what kind of provisions you can pull out of your box. Fred McGriff. Dawson there. But yes, thank you all for watching. I do really, really appreciate it. Building up my channel. It's pretty sweet, pretty cool. Come on, where's that black border? Get to the next pack. Randolph and Giants logo. No. Oh, wait, we got one. All right, cool. Let's see. Nice. Mike Greenwell. Check that out. No Hall of Famers in that pack. And again, as always, if I do miss some Hall of Famers, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty good at doing that. Pretty good at mispronouncing a lot of players' names also. If you watch my shorts, I try to say their names card by card, but sometimes I'm just not good with pronouncing some of these names. Ron Gant, that one I can pronounce. And there we have it. No, Tom Hankey. Brett Saberhagen. Montreal Expos. Nothing in this pack either as far as your provisions. So let's see. I wonder if we're just going to end with maybe one more out of this box. Is that kind of a rough estimate there? 4 per box. It's pretty crazy considering they had 12 in the set. And, you know, like I said, they made an estimated 3 million copies of this set. I'm sure it's probably more than that, but seems like it's more than that. So much of the stuff out there. Good old yellow border. I know a lot of people hate this yellow border. I don't know. It doesn't bother me as much. I think some of the Donruss stuff is more like the 91 Donruss with the green and the blue. Why do I feel like I got 2 Charlie Huffs in here? We did. Sweet. 2 Charlie Huffs in that pack. Little kid in me opening this pack up would have been like, really? That sucks. That's Roberto Alomar. And Cincinnati Reds logo. All right, coming down to it. Not too bad. It's a lot easier to open and a lot quicker to go through when, one, the cards are not stuck together so bad, and two, the cards are all facing the same direction for the most part. There's Barry Bonds once again, and the Twins once again. I don't know if I mentioned the set was a, what was it, 720 card set, I believe. Makes this one up. Carlton Fisk. Pascual Perez. All right, 5 packs left. Here we go. Coming down to the end of the box. Let me see. Hopefully, there we go. I was going to say, hopefully we can pull at least one more. And I did see a black border in this pack. So come on, Griffey. Always happy when I pull a Griffey. Pete Harness there once again. And hey, that's pretty cool. Mark McGwire with the American flag. Hell yeah, that's a great one. It's such a great looking card. All right, 4 out of this box. That's not too bad. Happy with that. If I can get one more, I'd be even happier, but no. There we go. Another Frank Thomas. Again, more Hall of Famers, more stars. That's my star stack. Let me know if I missed any stars that you would put in your star stack. I'm sure there are differences out there. There's another Griffey, another Canseco, another Eddie Murray, and Milwaukee Brewers. The Milwaukee Brewers then in the National League. Wait, check that. Then in the American League. They are in the National League now. The then Astros were in the National League. Here we go. Last pack of the video. Let's see. Can we find one more black border card in this pack? No, we are not ending the video with a Provisions card, unfortunately. Let's see if we could at least end with a Hall of Famer. And not looking like it. You got your Expos logo card, but there you have it. We got some nice Provisions. I am not mad at that. Very nice. Thank you all for watching again. I do appreciate it. And with that, I leave you with this. One man's junk wax, another man's treasure. Take care.